Good evening, good morning, wherever this video finds you. We're going to dive right in and we're going to continue with our lessons in the tarot. And this is going to be card 15. It is the Devil card, another card that I think is wildly misunderstood. You have here, these people are in hell. I do believe that that is the devil with the face on his belly, and we have the man and the woman. I'm assuming this card is the prediction of Adam and Eve, depiction of Adam and Eve, and they're in hell. So this card has a lot of connotations to it. We'll go through it one by one. The devil doesn't mean evil. This could be a card of fear. This card could also mean addiction, addiction or worldly possessions taking prominence over spiritual enlightenment. So the Devil card is calling you to ask, where could fear be in your life? Okay, it could be if you got this card in a relationship spread and you felt like everything was going right, and then you get the Devil card and you're like, what the fuck? You know, this could mean, where are you letting fear hold you back? It could also mean, are your intentions pure? Are you on the right path? Are you in this relationship for the right reason? It depends on all the other cards around it. But basically, I would say the first thing I would do is ask, is there any sort of fear? Are there fears here? The Devil card could just simply come up because you are in fear. Obviously, your ass is getting a love reading, so there's something there, okay? So it makes sense that you would get the Devil card. If all the other cards are happy and the Lover's card and all the cards are happy, and then this card comes up and there were no other cards, like there's no Three of Swords or anything that came up for my querent, I would ask them, okay, this card right here, everything else is happy, is asking you, where is the fear in your relationship? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid he's cheating? Are you afraid that you don't love him? Are you afraid he doesn't love you? What is it? Also asking them, like, you know, is there anything in your life that maybe takes more precedence over your relationship? Have you been fighting about maybe he's playing too many video games, or you're going out too much and drinking too much with friends? What is it? Is there addiction there? Is there temptation? Is there a lot of temptation there? Is there, it could be anything as simple as, like I said, video game addiction to you going out with your girlfriends too much would pop up the Devil card. Are there temptations that need to be addressed? It's also letting you know that you've overcome everything in your life, that all the obstacles that you've overcome so much. If you get this card, just know that whatever it signifies in here means that you're going to overcome it too. If it's a card and it's about, the other cards are showing that there's infidelity, addiction, or whatever it is, no, yes, I hate that. I didn't want to read that in the cards, but I have the strength to get over it. I've gotten through so much in my life. I'm going to get over this too. This is, again, another cautionary card. It doesn't mean you're actually dating the devil. Some of us might be, but that is not necessarily what this card means. Are you living in alignment with your truth? Where is there fear in your life? Are there things that are derailing you? Do you have an addiction to something, or too much temptation in another way? Am I pure of heart in my intentions? Is this person pure of heart in their intentions? If I got this in a love reading and I know that I'm pure of heart and I really don't have any addictions or anything like that, obviously I have some fears or some curiosity. If I'm reading about the person in a reading, I'm paying a reader to do a love reading, and I got this card, I would think, okay, I'm pure of heart. I don't have any addictions. What are my issues with this person? What are my fears? Will help you figure this card out, as well as the other cards around it. Well, you know, he really doesn't spend that much time with me. And actually, I do realize that I do have a fear. Maybe he's cheating on me. Okay, well, start diving into that. Maybe that's the conversation that you need to have with this person. Maybe you haven't defined your relationship solidly enough. Are we exclusive? That's how you use this card. Don't go beat the shit out of the guy. And I got the fucking Devil card, you piece of shit. Like, just think of it as, calling you to look into your situation, look into your intentions, look into the other person's intentions. Where are the fears? Are there any distractions that I'm not okay with, or any distractions that my lover's not okay with? Does he have an addiction? Do I have an addiction? What's going on? That is what you do with this card. You start asking questions, not making accusations. So that's how I want you to use the Devil card. Questions, not accusations. When I get this card, okay, there could be some darkness in here that I need to unravel. I need to figure it out, but I know whatever I find out, I'm strong enough to get over. I know I'm going to survive it. It may be unpleasant, but I know I'm going to survive it. And I'm happy that I got this card because it's calling me to start addressing these things and pay attention to it. That is how you use the tarot. When you get these cards and things like that, it's asking you to ask questions. People think it predicts the future. Well, you can't predict the future. Once you do a reading for someone and you pull cards and you've now told them, oh, he's going to leave you, you have just changed what could have been that outcome. Because maybe now he's not going to leave her because she's going to go home and confront him. You're going to leave me. And now he doesn't because he's trying to, not make this come true. One little change you make changes the outcome. It changes infinitely. 1,000 times a day you will switch timelines. Every decision you make opens another possibility for reality, another door, another timeline. So stop thinking of it as predicting the future and think of it as asking a question. Think of these cards as your therapist. You get the Devil card, your therapist is saying, hey, let's talk about your fears today. Let's sit here and talk about what's going on in your life or your relationship. Are you doing okay? I know you said that you were a recovering addict. Is your recovery still on track? Are there temptations in your life that are causing you to want to relapse? Or, what's going on? Is your lover a recovering addict? Or does your lover have an addiction to gambling? How is that affecting your finances and your relationship? Start picking through it with questions and stop being so scared when you get these things. If I were using the Devil card in a spell, it wouldn't be a positive spell. I would be cursing someone with this. Like if I knew that someone that I was working on had an addiction to women and I was trying to mess them up, my client said, hey, look, I really want to fuck my ex-husband up. He did this to me. I want to curse him. Okay, well, maybe I'm going to pull out the Devil card, and my intention is for him to meet a woman that is going to completely destroy him, or several women that are going to completely destroy him by playing on his sexual addiction or his addiction to playing games with women, and I make sure that he meets the right one that is going to completely fuck his world up. If I knew that someone that I was cursing had past drug addiction, I may go ahead and throw this Devil card in there to where they meet someone that is going to make them start using again. We're cursing. We're not, we're not doing, what can I say? People are like, that's fucked up. You're going to make this person relapse or whatever. We're cursing people. We're cursing people. And in our mind, we have the jurisdiction to do so because they've done something, equally terrible to us. It may not be making us an addict, but it could have been something that just completely fucked us up. We didn't deserve it. We're homeless because of it. We lost our job because of it. So all gloves are off. So if I'm using this card and I know someone has an addiction, my intention is to make them meet someone that is going to bring them back into the dregs of that addiction. If I knew someone had a gambling addiction, I'm going to use this card to make them start gambling more, make them start being more risky in their actions, make them lose financially, make them look bad to other people. If I'm fighting for custody of a child against a narcissistic husband or whatever, I may start using this card to make him start showing his narcissism, start showing his hand. That way the courts rule in my favor. When, we're asking witnesses or he gets fired from work for having a flare up or whatever it is, that things are going to go my way. So that's how I would use this in this ritual. And if I didn't know much about someone, everybody has vices. If I'm generally cursing someone and I don't know that much about them, just use the Devil card. Hey, energy, universe, all. You know what I don't know. Whatever this person's vices are, whatever their weakness whatever their crux is, whatever it is, I want you to exploit it. I don't have to know what it is. The universe will figure it out. And I'm throwing this in there and I'm leaving, the floodgates open for the universe to do whatever it is to that person that they can. to activate, and then whatever they can, whether it's they're super jealous and they start acting like a fucking tyrant in their new relationship after I threw this devil card in there, because that's one of their dark sides, one of their weaknesses. So you would be creative when using the devil card. All right, I will see you next week, and we'll go into card 16. I don't have it memorized, don't know what it is, but we're going to go through it. When we get to the suits, like swords, coins, and things like that, we probably won't be doing videos on each card. It'll just be on the suit itself, and then I will go through some of the major cards for you, and we'll get through those last 4 suits, because otherwise this video series would be 78 videos long on these. So we'll generalize it when we start to get it to the suits. So after 20, then we'll start meshing them together and do the suit of wands, suit of coins, whatever your tarot deck says. Mine doesn't have pentacles. I think I have coins because mine's from the 1500s. So we will see you again soon. Bye.